Probably the best invention ever, well, after sliced bread and the wheel possibly, is the ability to copy and paste. And within a program like Excel, we have a myriad of ways of being able to copy and paste. So that is to move or copy an amount of text, a number of cells, from one location to another, be that within the same sheet or within the same book. So the basic mechanics are that you need to select the piece of text that you would like to copy. So that can either be a single cell as we have here, or a number of cells. You can then copy through the icon on the home ribbon. We have here copy, and you can see you get your marching ants. That's one of the big advantages of Excel, is that you know what you've copied. A lot of programs you don't until you paste. In Excel you can see what you've copied because of those marching ants. I then need to move to a location, for example over here, ready to paste. Now although I've highlighted 6 cells in a 2x3 formation, I do not need to highlight 6 cells in a 2x3 formation. I just click the top left hand cell where I would like to paste from, and then I paste. And I can do that by clicking the big icon here. And you can see they appear in the same orientation. I can choose another location, and I could use Ctrl V to paste. I could use another location, and I could right click and paste. I could use another location, and I could just press enter, and that pastes them in as well. Now the difference between pressing enter for paste and any of the other methods, whether that's the keyboard shortcut of Ctrl V or right click or icon on the home ribbon, is that it's now no longer on the clipboard. You'll notice your marching ants have disappeared from here. So the ability to copy, move somewhere else, and then press enter just to do a quick paste is very quick and easy. I could do that with the north, south, east and west. I could cut these instead. So that's Ctrl X. I get the same appearance, the marching ants. I move to a location, and then I just press enter, and they jump across the screen effectively because they've been cut from one place and pasted into another. And because I pressed enter, the north, south, east and west are now no longer on the clipboard. So it's fairly straightforward. Highlight what I'm after, whether that's one cell or multiple number of cells. Copy. So I have copy here. I have Ctrl C on the keyboard. Marching ants appear. I move to a location and then paste. Now one clever utility that comes with Excel is the ability to copy one cell. In this case we have January over here. I can copy that, highlight any number of cells and paste, and it will take that single cell and repeat it as many times as it has to within our new highlighted area. So you can paste a number of times the same thing. That will work with multiple cells as it does there with a single cell. So I could take Malcolm and 67, copy, highlight a number of cells over here, and paste, and Malcolm 67 appears as many times as possible. Now, with Excel 2010 comes the ability for Excel to remember what you've copied by retaining them on a clipboard. Now, in order for that to work, you must first open that multiple clipboard, and we do that from the home ribbon. You'll see these are the copy tools: cut, copy and paste, format painter, which we'll see in a future lesson. Here's the clipboard, and that expands there, and you can see the last item I copied, but nothing before that. If, however, I now select January and copy, that appears on the list. So this is my historical list now of copying. I could highlight that patch and copy. I could take all of these Januaries and copy, and they are now appearing on the clipboard. The newest ones at the top, the oldest ones at the bottom. It will remember up to 24 items, but only if you open this clipboard first. So that's from this little icon here. I can choose Guy 23, copy. Fred 45, copy. Perhaps north, south, east and west, copy. Now having copied them across, I can paste them back at any stage. Select a destination, perhaps January, paste. Notice how it's pasted over the top of things that already existed and didn't ask me if I was sure or anything, so be careful when pasting in Excel. So I'll scroll down a bit, choose here, Fred 45, choose there, north, south, east and west. So it remembers not only the text it's copied, but the orientation as well. Now I could choose a location here and say paste all. So I've copied all these single items from different places. I can now paste them all back in, paste all, and it puts them all back in the order it took them off effectively. So Malcolm 67 was here, then January, then Guy, Fred, Malcolm 23, 45, 67, then all the Januaries, then Guy 23, then Fred 45, then north, south, east and west. Remembering the orientation, so those 4 were vertical, those 2 were one above the other, all the Januaries were in a little patch there. So that's making use of the multiple item clipboard that will retain a history of 24 items. Now you can clear that at any stage just by clicking the clear all button, or you can just leave it and the older stuff will just keep dropping off. So as soon as you've got 24 items on there, the 25th will cause the oldest one to fall off. Now there is just one more method of copying and pasting in Excel, and that is drag and drop. So you can pick a cell or a number of cells, move your mouse to the edge of them, grab hold, and you can effectively drag and drop that cell. Now the difference between copy and paste and cut and paste and drag and drop is that if I drag a cell and drop it on top of a cell with existing contents, you are asked if you want to replace the contents of that cell. Whereas if you just paste it, it doesn't ask you. That's cancelled. In that case, the paste does not happen. Now, what you will have noticed is that if you click and then grab and drag and drop, is it moves the item. If you want to use drag and drop to copy, then you coordinate the drag and drop with holding down the control key. So I could drag that to here. If I let go of the mouse first, it creates a copy across rather than moving it. So that's drag and drop to be able to copy items in Excel. So as a quick recap, we have drag and drop, we have copy with Control C, we have copy with the copy icon up here, we have copy with right click. So you've got plenty of ways of copying text, and then pasting back is select a destination and paste, select a destination, Control V, select a destination, right click, paste.